Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of The Outer Worlds. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today, here in the presence of Constable Keen, who was telling us things last episode.
Anything to report?
Or we are telling, now we're asking questions about the murder.
You've got my cooperation.
Yes.
Anything else?
If we're going to be working together, I'd like to get to know you better.
I'm afraid I must decline. It isn't personal, Inspector. I'm just on duty right now. Talk to me later, after you've met with Administrator Ludovico. I'll make time to chat.
Oh, I didn't mean, get to know you better. I thought it was just, okay, bye. I thought it was just, I didn't mean, don't you hate it when you just land a date by mistake? Samples will be billed to your room. And the game is chugging because I just loaded it. It always does that. Like the initial loading time is faster. I assume they optimize it so that they can not load everything, and then when you move around, it does the chug. So.
How awful! I left my favorite jacket in there.
Were you here before, or were you out front?
Are you enjoying the amenities?
Oh, you're just a bellhop. It's not the other guy who's the other bell. They all dressed the same. You know how it goes. So I'm walking around with this thing because this thing detects anomalies.
Welcome to the Grand Colonial. Please make yourself at home.
I will. Actually, don't I need to go to my room? Yeah, Norville. Right.
Finally checked in, I see. I hope you're fond of the penthouse. It's pretty much the best seat in the whole hotel. You shouldn't want for any amenity you might find elsewhere. Should act as a better headquarters for the investigation than any space dust covered ship. That and you ain't got room service on a ship. You ever need anything, come find me. Even if you don't, you can still swing by. I'm always happy to chat.
Yes, you are. So, I think I asked you these questions, like, did you know the victim?
Oh, of course. That is, maybe not on a personal level, but I'm one of her biggest fans. Even started an association of like-minded individuals. I'd lament not having anything to meet about anymore, but the newer tribe just ain't done it for us. Still, there goes my hopes of a Terran Monarch reunion episode.
Yeah, so he's sort of rehashing his previous conversation, but this time we're in a different stage of the mission where we actually talk to the potential suspects. I assume. That's why his dialogue seems a little bit redundant. But at the same time, yeah. There are other celebrities, right?
Sorry, friend, but I guess you don't get it. Helen was special. Had a certain quality about her, like she would really go out and fight injustice. You look at Woolrich, and no disrespect to the man, but you just don't get the same feeling. He reminds me more of a vacuum suit without nobody in it. Don't tell him I said that. Now, what can I lend a hand with?
From what I've heard, your affection for Helen was somewhat extreme.
I suppose you could call it that, but that don't mean I poked around her room or nothing while she was out. That'd be a huge breach of hotel policy. Besides, knowing Helen's athletic acumen, anyone who tried probably would have been found, beaten senseless, then hurled into the hallway, followed by the contents of a garbage bin. Probably, that is, it'd probably happen, but it didn't. I'm just theorizing.
I was gonna say, before his line, I was gonna say that is just the more reason for you to actually go and poke through her stuff if she's gonna beat you up. But then, look at his face. He definitely wants a beating from her. I mean, wanted. I'm curious about you. How did you get to be a bellhop?
Notice my battle-hardened physique, have you? Used to be in a mighty mean line of work. Been shot at 35 times. That is, I've been near people who were shot at 35 times. But to be honest, I never really enjoyed it, you know? It's one thing to tightrope walk between life and death every day, but for just a handful of bits? Nah. When this position came up, I jumped on it and made a lateral move from sublight to slug. I ain't ever looked back.
Yeah, it is a lateral move, isn't it? Yeah, I thought Slug and Sublight didn't engage much. How do you move from one to the other?
Well, Slug is something like an offshoot of Sublight. It ain't too difficult to pivot from one part of the same company to another. Disconnects or no. That said, my departure may have been somewhat hasty.
Did something bad and had to make tracks, eh? I know the feeling.
I mean, yes, but I still earned Sublight a hell of a lot of bits. Basically, I singled out a ship to salvage that I thought had been out for use for years. As it turns out, it belonged to a wealthy Byzantine who used it only to vacation. As it so happened, I still don't think she tried to use it, too satisfied with the luxuries of Byzantium. Still, I figured it was a good time to turn tail, in case that ever changed.
Yeah, it's probably for the better. Got any good stories? I'm sure you've seen a lot of people coming and going.
Stories? Huh. Actually, I think I got a couple now that you mention it. When I was first starting out here, I got lost in the lower levels of the Colonial. Guess you not, I ran into a giant purple sprat. Of course, I'd been drinking a little that day.
Yeah, right. How different is working with Slug from working with Sublight?
Well, Slug is more trustworthy for one thing, where Sublight is all about back alleys and backstabbing. Slug can be trusted not to salvage your ship when you turn your head.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on many things. Because, Sublight can salvage your ship, where Slug might not be able to. Anyway, back to my other questions. Ooh, interesting. Didn't double click. They'd never do this in the main game. I like that. Mind if I ask a few questions about the crime scene?
Please do.
No, I think I'm fine. Bye. So, yeah. Where's the concierge? Right. I was gonna be where are we supposed to go to get our key for the room or something? I assume this might go up. Hi. Do you mind? I'm sorry. Did I talk? Oh. Oh. We have things in here. Excuse me. It's a guest. I'm just looking around. That's your bagages. And then we have the... Wait. Yeah, I looked at that before. We also are definitely going to need to talk to the Prophet. But... Excuse me. Hi.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Many things we didn't get to talk before. I wanted to check if my room was ready yet.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
The last guest... Wait a minute. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly. Yeah. Why would she vacate unexpectedly is a question. The other question potentially is she Helen... Helcom? I don't remember the name of the... No. Kinkursky? But I don't remember the name of the actress. The victim. But either way, I need access to the VIP guest room. Or guest floor, rather.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only thing... Or... Rather, the only guest who would have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you very much. The Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the upmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
No one seems to talk much about about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
I guess you don't lump yourself in with the other workers?
Oh no, Inspector, ma'am. I live down there too. But that doesn't mean I plan to abide in the bowels of the Grand Colonial forever. The best thing about Sublight compared to other organizations is the potential for upward mobility. We bottom rungers get in, do our job, do it well, then move up and on. This is but one rung on the grand ladder of life, you see?
Yeah, that's enough about the hotel.
If you're sure.
You've got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Or... bought. Heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here as well.
Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
So that's how that word is pronounced. I never know, and I think I'll forget. That's interesting as well. We didn't get that information from before, when we heard about Birdie. Huh. But then again, this might be gossip. We've got some kind of productivity guru here, right? What's her name? What's her deal?
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolridge has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna go for the profit first. Or try to anyway. Helen's co-star, Woolridge. We have any reason, or did he have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only 2 people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Might have been coincidence. I don't really see what those could be connected. That's enough gossip for now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony, one high stake encountered at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Goodbye, then. Huh. Okay. Well, let's see where we're supposed to go, because I'm a little bit... Oh, it's over there. It's the elevators that didn't work before. I'll explore the rest later and do the whole full sweep.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Ah, machines that take me up and down elevators. Just like in New Vegas. Ellie, what's up? What are you guys doing in here? Do I have a flashlight? That's not the flashlight. This game doesn't have a flashlight. That's right, I forgot about that. Ellie.
I'm leaving my shoes on.
Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to take them off or not. Contact Administrator Ludovico. Okay. We have Nyoka taking care of business. Actually, Sam taking care of business. Nyoka.
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
What's that? Examine? The number of cigarettes here indicate that the smoker's lifespan has been shortened by approximately 11.2 years. Oh, wait. Is that the number of cigarettes? Do you know that? Because the I don't know if there's a calculation. Wait, there's profitability profit in here? Things? I mean, you know, that. Sam.
Pigsty. Slovenly. These premises are unsuitably disordered.
I thought slovenly meant nice. They are indeed disorderly. There's clothes on the floor.
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
No. Yeah, I'm sure you and her have a very close relationship, considering the way you deal with machines all day and treat them and all that. Oh. I'm still gonna have this thing around all the time, even though maybe I shouldn't. Felix.
So this is what a clean room smells like.
Shut up. You've been to places with clean rooms. We have a workbench over here. Do I need to repair? Repair. Nope, it doesn't seem like that's the case. Spatial acuity sensor apparatus. Also, that's not how it's pronounced. I mispronounced it. But still. +1 perception. Interactable highlight. Wait, what? Extra range. Bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. Spatial acuity sensor. What is an interactable highlight? I don't know what it is, but it is a... What the heck was that sound? Oh, that's the sound of the QuickTime event filling up. Yeah. Oh, bits. I'll take those. Thank you. Purple berry. Chocolates. Oh, it's that one that I like. This one that I don't like as much. It's all purely looks-based. Yeah, there's nothing going on in here. Which is good. Because that might mean that whoever... Well, then again, maybe it isn't good. Max is in here. You know, because whoever vacated the premises. You know?
Serials are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
Yes. It's kind of interesting because... Yeah. It's very obvious that the serials are biased and blatant. But it's kind of interesting that he mentions it. His dialogue is never really about that. At least I don't think so. So we have the computer. What the heck is that thing? This? That's an Ada screen. Right? I think that's an Ada screen. Oh my god. Also, I know your sound.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yep.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
This was Helen's room, wasn't it? Also, they said they were cleaning it up. They didn't clean it up. Okay, we're done with the things. We have some ammo over here. And we have this, naturally.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
That's Black Hole Birdie. And that was a tape. Still can't quite figure out whose room this might have been. Thinking Cap, Hard Dinner Rem, Elixir, some Adreno. That's basically combat drugs, really. Those are... This was Helen's room, wasn't it? Those are, the things that you put in your head when you need hair. What's the word? That. Yeah, those are that. Yeah, for sure. Also in woman's busts. That sounds... You know, the head is the woman. It's because of the breasts. You know, what I'm looking, so... What I'm saying. It could be Helen. Not only because, you know, men can wear... Wigs! That's the word! Wigs. That's what I mean to say. Wait, oh, I can sleep. Very useful feature. It's not useful at all. I don't think I've ever slept. Did I ever sleep? No. I don't think so. Maybe I did. You can actually get a bonus if you care for that, but I don't. We got a necklace, but none of these are relevant. Level head. Toilet making noises. Weapon parts. Okay, let's see what this computer says. Grand Colonial, welcome R. Bellamy. Bellamy. There's too many Bellamys in all my games at the moment. I'm playing Prey, and it's got Bellamy in there. But this game has a Bellamy as well. Messages. From Administrator Ludovico. Subject grateful. Ruth Bellamy, that's the one, yes. Miss... Wait. Oh, that's her name. That is her name. Halcyon Helen is just her stage name. Or potentially, you know, like her character name or something. I'm not 100% sure. But that's her name. The Ruth Bellamy is her name. So this was her room. Freaking hell, I tell you. Thank you for choosing the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign by endorsing the Spectrum Brown product. You are allying yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market, indeed in the culture of Halcyon itself. We are going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quentin Ludovico. And then we have the hacking opportunities, you know, whatever. And this is from the Prophet of Profitability. Disappointed. Helen, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audience... I love it. You command audiences with your masterly performances on the ether wave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set a good example. I am disappointed to discover you have berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, quote, spearheading your project, how to motivate your workforce using ancient weaponry, unquote, as a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity. It's kind of weird. And I quote, you're already quoting. You opened the quotes. And I'm reading them out loud because, you know, this is written text and not, you know, subtitles. So this is when you say, and I quote. You say that when you're writing it out loud. Or when you're saying it out loud rather than writing it. Anyway, as a, quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon, unquote. These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditor soon. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that is, I mean... We're going to need to talk to her. Sincerely, Profitability, P.O. I'm not actually sure how that works, but anyway. Money can't buy happiness, and other lies we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability coming soon. That's kind of... You know what? That is a little bit on the nose. And it's one of those things that the game could... This game consistently... consistently delivers on the stuff it satirizes. And this would have been a more... not harrowing is not the word. What's the word? More acute, more accurate, perhaps, more piercing satire. If instead of being this title, and I'll leave you with this to think on, money can't buy happiness, and other lies we tell the poor, because, you know, that's because they know exactly it can't buy happiness because they have the money. So anyway, that's gonna be that for today. We're gonna continue reading the emails and hacking this in the next episode. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been The Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.